just awesome. I'm getting to that point now where I'm just, instead of being uptight and stuff and thinking about where I gotta go and when I gotta get to, the trail is just starting to relax me, and I'm loving it. Just loving it. Just starting to enjoy it. Well, I'm here. That took longer than I wanted. Should have got up at 7 in the morning. Oh well, you know, I just got to keep plodding forward, see how far I can get, right? This is a huge moment right now. I am leaving my car and I'm not coming back for 2 weeks. This is nuts. I am out of my mind. Okay, first thing I gotta do is I gotta get out to the highway, which is about 1 kilometer that way. Well, it was fine most of the way here, but now it's raining a little bit. Not hard, but a little bit. You can see how busy this gets on the weekend. I mean, there's a big parking lot up there, and the cars stretch all the way down here. Right now it's Sunday, so these guys all showed up on Friday, probably. This rain, it could be a disaster for my plants, because people see me on the side of the road. One of two things will happen. One, they'll feel sorry for me. But two is they'll figure I'm soaking wet and they're not going to let me in their vehicle. So maybe I'm not going to get a ride. Maybe it's going to be hell trying to hitchhike. Oh boy, we'll see what happens. 1 kilometer down, 154 to go. Mount Robson is completely gone in a bunch of clouds. Yeah, good news is that it stopped raining. I was able to shed my rain gear to make it very clear to anyone coming along that I'm not wet. I made it. Oh, that man's an absolute saint. Can't believe I made it. I'm here. So I got a ride out of Mount Robson. Took about 15, maybe 20 minutes. And after a short stop in Jasper, the guy gave me a ride all the way to Hinton. So awesome. And then I have to say a special thanks to Dieter, who I just reached out to him on Facebook asking about Moose River, and next thing you know, he's basically volunteering to drive me from Hinton all the way up here to Rock Lake. And that's not a small, it took an hour, a solid hour to get here, down a long gravel road. Just awesome. So thank you so much, Dieter. That's just, I don't know how I got here either. Otherwise I'd have been hiring a cab or something. So oh, I gotta have something to eat. I bought something. And yeah, I'm gonna start thinking about how I'm gonna get out to Willow Creek. I still just can't believe I'm here. 154 kilometers. Like once you get to Robson Pass, it's another 22 kilometers or so. Okay, I'm ready to go. This is just daunting. 150 kilometers, man, 2 weeks. Okay, here we go. Starting down an old fire road. What has possessed me? What has possessed me to do this? Well, despite my worries about time, I am out here and it's like 2:30, so it's not bad at all. I got 7 hours to do 14 kilometers. Well, I have very little information about this trail, but so far, a lot of rocks. Wow. Fire roads usually aren't like this. 1 kilometer in, I'm taking a rest. I've never had 54 pounds on my back, so I've got to be careful. I've got to rest a lot. I have to try and save my energy because it's a long, long way to go. 1 kilometer down, 153 to go. There's going to be a lot of milestones on this trail. This is the first one. All right, off the fire road. Always mystery trails. Even out here, mystery trails. Clearly they've tried to shut it off, but it's still there. Ever since leaving the fire road, this trail's been all right. It's been out like this, just going down slightly through the pine, lodgepole pine as they put it. So it's all right, just kind of hammering it off. Trying to see how this pack feels and stuff, right? It's a definite adjustment period going on here to the 54 pounds. Well, I expected there to be nothing as far as views along this trail. So when you do get something, it is nice. Nice. So that mystery trail went down down there somewhere. Kind of wonder where. I think that's the valley that you go down for down to where Snake Indian Falls, Horseshoe. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's the first sign of any kind of crossing on this trail, and it won't be the last. Got a pipe over here that must have been washed away by some pretty strong stuff. Doesn't even look very old. Got a few little trails going on here. Let's see here. Is this going to give me a way around? Oh, there's another old pipe. Almost looks like 2 or 3 of them. Okay. I don't think I like that. I think I like that over there better. This is deep. It's not very wide, but it's deep. And these are clearly, this is clearly work of beavers. All right, I'm going back to that other one. Screw this little trail. That's an old bridge, and this is like 2 feet deep. Like even this section here. Damn beavers. I think I am taking off my shoes. Oh well. Well, I don't know why I didn't take my other device. I went over there again, and I made a big lunging jump across a deep thing, and I mean, my first judgment was correct. You know, I ended up kind of dipping this foot. I don't think I got any down into the boot, so that's good. Definitely got my pant legs though, and I kind of jammed my wrist as I was landing on the other side, like Superman style practically. So I'm not starting this trip out on a very intelligent note, and I got big obstacles to deal with, so I'm impatient, right? I've already had a long day. I want to get to Willow Creek, and I'm still a ways away, and I still have obstacles to deal with. Oh well, but I gotta be smarter, right? The temptation is to try and beat the whole world. You can't do it all on day one. Sure screw everything up though on day one, so gotta be careful. So I gotta give myself a chat, right? This is a big, long trip. One day at a time, one thing at a time. Patience, 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 patience. God. I know this, so why aren't I living it? You know, why do I need the lesson first? Surprised at the amount of old trails out here. I mean, I guess we're not that far away from the parking lot, but still. Well, that's 4.8 kilometers down. Little piece of history here. Look how this piece of wood is shaped. So this is an old gate, some kind of old corral. Except most of it's toast, except for that piece of wood. Well, things have opened up a little bit in here, and unfortunately the wind literally just picked up. I have another bit of a crossing. I really tried to just get to that log, but I took like 2 steps in there with like maybe 3 or 4 to go, and it was already like up to, you know, like here on my boots. So it's like, yeah, I don't want wet boots on day 1, right? They'll be wet for like 3 days. So got my Crocs on, I'll just cross that way. I even walked down here a bit. Yeah, I have to take my shoes off a few more times today than I thought. Like for sure, there is a crossing up ahead I have to take my shoes off at. Yeah, whatever. Just do what you got to do, right? Keep these things dry. There you go. Not pretty, but it got the job done. Well, it's gotten buddy and moggy and crappy, but got some open views. That's all right. I think I'm wrong. I think that's Wolf Pass right there. I think I gotta get farther than that. I almost didn't turn around, and that's what I would have missed. Not bad. Gotta remember to turn around. I'm not walking back down this trail, so at least I hope I'm not. All right, getting close to Rock Creek. I guess they've rerouted this creek a few times, this trail, because the bridges are hard to keep up. So, you know, the creek would keep shifting around. So eventually they just gave up. So it means that there's a crossing here, at least 2 channels. Oh, there's this. And over there's a yellow marker, right? Make sure well you can see that, or if you can. There it is, centered up. You can see there's another little bit of water you gotta cross there. So that's the trail. There's an alluvial over here. You can easily walk down there and see that this is better. Same with, you know, back there's that kind of off trail that goes. To me, this is fine. I won't have any problems with this, so I got the shoes on and head down over there. Alrighty, I mean, that's a pretty good strength. And it came up to just below the knee, so now let's head over here. Not a bad view in here. This is the other alluvial, the other channel. Okay, we got a nice big yellow marker showing where the trail is. And right underneath is a nice ledge to put your stuff back on. There you go. Crossing's taken care of. It's been all trees since the crossing, so it's nice when it opens up. There's where I came from. There's where I'm going. If you can see this trail, you're a better man than I am. Wolf Pass and Moosehorn. So back in the day when wardens were a thing, they would go up and patrol all this because that's the very boundary of the West Jasper National Park, right? Or sorry, that's the east. And they would take these routes up there, and that would allow them to go right on the boundary and check on the hunting parties that were there and stuff. But, okay. That looked like a slight depression. Wow, how on earth would you follow this? This is grown in. Huh. Apparently it's of little interest, you know. You go up here and maybe you get a few views, but apparently a lot of it's in the forest, and yeah, maybe there's a couple warden cabins up there, but good luck. Obviously, wow, like this trail, damn, it is gone. It is grown in. Crazy. And you know, I've been so preoccupied with everything. I gotta be thankful for this day. I'm walking through this meadow right now. This is some wicked hiking, and like how open it is, and what a sunny, awesome day it is. Like, wicked. I gotta remember to appreciate. Well, the trail is described as muddy and boggy in here. The trail is actually over here. I did make it through kind of over this, but not by much. Thank God for the expensive boots that are basically waterproof until it comes over the lips. Otherwise, I would definitely be wet at this point. Well, for a second I thought I was crossing this, but a rare bridge. All right, I gotta be careful. This thing could snap on me, and then that could be a little nasty. So, wait on one. This one seems stronger. Be ready to jump on the other one if it doesn't work. There we go. What do we got there? 40, okay, well, obviously it wasn't built in 1944. 94? You know what? It's impressive. If it's 94, this is impressive work, boys. Okay, awesome. I didn't have to take my feet off, my shoes off. Sweet. Old signs are the best. Okay. I'm starting to wonder where the cabin is. Is it out? I don't think it could possibly be here yet. It's, I haven't gone far enough yet from the junction. Oh, that was a reroute. Like, see these huge trees in the way? You can see there's an old blaze. And beavers have changed this stream somehow. So this trail used to come through here. Yeah, it's fun to see stuff like that and figure it out. Another bridge, and it looks like 1999. This is solid work. This is half the reason I'm out here. The money for the backcountry is mostly gone, and when these bridges go, that's it. So get out here and enjoy them. Get out here and do the North Boundary Trail, because one day it could be gone. A bridge will go that will make it impossible to hike. And yeah, so I mean, unless the funding comes back up a lot and they start to put money into bridges back out here again, and our boundary trails days are numbered. Trails over there. It kind of climbs up and into this, and now it's starting to descend. And it basically climbs out of this, right? This is what was tramping through, well, not this, but similar to this way over there. And you can see there's quite a bit of water that builds up. So I came over here before this climb goes down. It is all about breaks, man. I have got to take tons and tons and tons of breaks. Today I'm time restricted. I mean, I had 7 hours, but still, it's, you know, I'm gonna have like 12 hours. Look at this. Oh. I'm gonna have like 12 hours to do 12 kilometers in the days to come. So it is all about enjoying the journey, letting my body take it as slowly as I can force myself. What a view. That is awesome. Okay, by looking at my app, I can see that I am actually following Willow Creek right now. Now I know that this cuts through the campground and this is the water source. And I mean, look at it, you know, the beavers I've clearly done a lot of work. There's huge pools. So yeah, that water's getting treated for sure. I mean, it's one thing when it comes out of the mountains, but when it's in huge pools and swamps like this and the beavers have been doing their thing, it's not called beaver fever for no reason, you know. Jardia? Yeah. I think you figured it out, but this is pretty normal for this trail, right? It's chewed up. It's used by horses a lot. And apparently it was even worse like a week ago. I actually did run into a lady stayed at Wellborn, which is the one that I'm going to stay at tomorrow night. So yeah, just expect the mud. And I've said it again and again, the good boots go a long way. You can sink right into that mud and your socks are fine. Well, it turns out you don't have to go off trail. Here it is. This is just awesome. I'm getting to that point now where I'm just, instead of being uptight and stuff and thinking about where I gotta go and when I gotta get to, the trail is just starting to relax me. And I'm loving it. Just loving it. Just starting to enjoy it. Well, mosquitoes keep you moving, that's for sure. Huzzah! There's Willow Creek Cabin. Cool corral. I guess I'm supposed to climb through it. So this is what you called a district headquarters back in the day. So you don't just have a little warden cabin with a tack shed. You got this big barn and a corral, and there's a corral going all the way around to keep the horses in while they feed so they don't have to go jingle them. Oh my God. Wow, that is sweet. And then there's even the modern weather station here. Cool. The lock wasn't done up. Crazy, man. Well, I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to go in and be a jerk and go walk around, so I poked my head in good enough. Now I'm gonna check out the register book. Here's my man Dieter, the guy who gave me a ride 3 years ago. God bless you. And here's Marty, back on his North Boundary Trail trip. Marty up north. And here's me, day 1 of 14, plan on the MBT. I'm slow. If I can keep up a good pace, I'll exit on Moose River. Found the cabin unlocked, locked it up. There, she's locked up. I admit I went in and took a quick look around, but you know, I'm gonna remove all temptation and just lock it up. It's done. So, you got ourselves a Canadian flag, got the weather station, and down there, there's actually a bridge over Willow Creek, right? I'm not gonna head down there, but there is a triangle in the area, so you can take that one. The wardens would. They would take that one and go down and join the trail and then head off to Wellborn where their next cabin was. Apparently it's pretty bushy and tough to get through, so, and I'm not really interested either. I want to go stay at Willow Creek, so. But apparently Marty came that way, and then he ended up staying here for the night before he headed out. Let's see. My guess is a salt lick or maybe a bird bath, except the water would all drain out here. So right now there's actually a few peanuts in here that I can't believe some birds haven't come and taken. But that is some interesting skill to put that together. Like, did a tree grow exactly? Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. Pretty cool. And they got a whole barn. I've never seen a whole barn out in the middle of nowhere. Crazy. Everything seems pretty functional here. You know, you got this nice new rope keeping this closed, but it doesn't seem like anything's been in here eating stuff for a while. I wonder if the horse outfitters will sometimes just kind of book this and use it. You know, Willow Creek is just a couple kilometers down that way, but still, like, look at all this. This is a lot of feed. Just notice this sign is old as the hills. Man. Oh, no way. That's the whole food. Cool. Outside the fence. What? Cool. I'm going to check that out before I leave. Oh. Yeah, more little fun things. It's fun to go explore all this stuff, right? Go check things out. This thing is OLD old. Oh. Don't want anything to come jumping out at me. Huh. Cool. Believe you stored food in there, but don't quote me. It's obviously half collapsed. Man, that is old. That's cool. Oh, what a place to spend a summer, being a warden. You can see over there, well, maybe you can, that the sun is not that far above the trees. I got 2 kilometers left. Time to head out. There's a lot, oh, even points down there, down that trail. Cool. Rock Creek Junction, that's kind of weird. All right. And this thing's kind of, yeah. Just wanted to say that I saw that in the law book there actually is some park staff that come out. I always think there's nothing, that there's no maintenance. I think primarily the outfitters are the only ones cutting trees out of the path, but they do come down and check things out. So it's always good to see. I'm glad there's some of them coming out here. Starting to look familiar. When I did the North Boundary Trail Fire Road last year with the intentions of doing this exact thing later on, I came wandering up here a little bit like a moron, so, you know, just not thinking. I mean, I wanted to go to Willow Creek Campground, and I decided it was up this way. And, you know, there was no marker showing that, but still. Anyhow, yeah, starting to come into some burnt out forest. You go down there, there's a glade, and off to the right, to the west of the glade is Willow Creek. I think last year I missed this. Yeah, I don't think I would have gone up there if I had seen this. All right, so the story in this glade is you can follow this all the way over to Willow Creek, and then from Willow Creek there's a trail that goes all the way down there, and down there is Horseshoe. But there's also kind of a shortcut. I think it's here, it might be a little bit over here, and then that just goes straight down to Horseshoe. Now I think that's an amazing 3-day journey. You come in here, it's about another 2 kilometers down to Horseshoe, and that's a beautiful campsite. It's fantastic. From there, day hike to Snake Indian Falls, and you know, back to Horseshoe, and then out. And you know what? I think that's a great little trip. Absolutely. All right, there's nobody here. Might be someone at the hiker camp. I'll probably go and check. But, and you know, honestly, I have the hiker camp booked because you can't book the horse camp technically without calling them. But, I mean, this one has picnic tables, right? So I'll stay here. It also has a register. Something for me to read. Well, this bridge is still here. I'm almost positive there's nobody at the hiker's site, but I'm gonna go check it out. I remember this. I was kind of looking for this. I love this. This is really neat. I love when people put something up like that. Well, the bear, it's actually a cable, but that's still intact on the hiker side. I didn't see one over on the horse side. That's surprising. Well, I guess that's what I got to work with. That's my bear pole on this side. If I get it right up here, like as high as I can, then a bear can't get to it. But yeah, I think it just barely can't get to it. Well, I've got the tent set up. I'm actually going to pick it up and move it over there so it's farther away from the food preparation area. Generally, you're supposed to be even farther than that, but you know. I have to get things done. The sun is going down, so I have little time to work with, so I will sign out. I just have to get my food up there as high as I can. So that's a successful day one. I mean, 14 kilometers with a 54-pound pack, 15 if you count the 1 kilometer from the parking lot. And here I am. And that's how it's done, man. Just one day at a time. You just got to take it one day at a time. It's a long, long, long trail. All right. See you tomorrow.